Welcome back. Our sponsors at the Village Pizzeria work to provide fresh and homemade food to the East Amherst community. And I'm joined now by the owner, Erin, with a sample of their menu. Welcome, Erin. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks so much for having me, Chelsea.
Of course. Tell us a little bit about Village Pizzeria and how you got started.
Yeah, so I've been in the restaurant industry for 15 years now. I started when I was really young with my neighbor, and I've gotten to work with some amazing people in the restaurant industry. I've worked at Tapo, I've worked at Jackrabbit, and I've done smaller places around the Buffalo area. And I went to school. I've always wanted to open my own business and be in the restaurant industry. And lucky enough for me, the opportunity came back in April of last year, and I worked really long and hard to open up a business and, you know, just give back to the community. And that's kind of where I am now with the Village Pizzeria. I wanted to bring in the community in the name itself. So the Village, I'm out in East Amherst in the Williamsville community, and just bring that name in with what we're trying to do there.
Alrighty, and now we're here. Okay, so you've had a lot of experience in the restaurant industry. What is it like now transitioning to owning your own place?
Yeah, it's a different ballgame. I mean, I give credit to where credit's due, and it's a lot of hard work, but the more work you put into it, the more rewarding it is. And the community has been such a wildly great support for me. You know, I want to be able to provide the best service possible for the community, and I'm very open to, you know, feedback and what people want. I've had a lot of people say that they don't know many businesses that will do that, where they openly put things on the menu just for what they want. And so it's been really nice so far.
Alrighty, let's get into the star of the show here, your pizza. Tell us a little bit about your menu, what you have to offer, and what makes your pizza special.
Yeah, so we do pizza, wings, subs. I do obviously birthday parties and special events. Larger catering is available upon request. So if you didn't want something that's not pizza, I have many years of experience where I can do something besides that. But it's just a homemade recipe that I worked for a really long time on, and trial and error, and everything's made from scratch, fresh, and each pizza is stretched to order, so it's made fresh for you as soon as you order it.
Okay, those wings look really good too. What's your experience been like as a woman in this business?
I think, you know, women in the restaurant business, you know, take a lot of heat, and that's always going to be the case, but being a woman-owned business, it's been really rewarding to, you know, do something that's powerful and strong and being able to build back into the community. I currently just signed a contract with the Amherst Girls Softball League, and awesome. I used to play there growing up, and so it's really nice to be able to give back to a woman's sport and to be into the community where I also played. Yeah. So I'm really excited for that this summer, and just, you know, trying to change the women world in business.
Yeah, I love it. All right, so you said you have a lot of involvement with the community when they come in and taste your pizza. So what are some of the fan favorites? What are the most popular menu items?
Wings are always a big favorite. Pizza especially. I get a lot of, you know, just classic cheese and pepperoni. You know, people like to keep it fresh, but I am currently in the middle of adding on, you know, all these different specialty pizzas, a taco pizza, stuffed banana pepper pizza, things that, you know, are kind of out there, but pizza and wings is always the go-to.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so let's get into your location. Explain to us where you are so our viewers can picture it.
Yeah, so I'm right on Transit Road. I'm in a plaza, so in between Casey and North French on Transit, and right in the heart of East Amherst. I am in a plaza next to Capello Salon. So there's tons of parking. You don't have to pay, and it's pretty easy accessible.
Alrighty. Now, obviously, this is the summertime, lots of parties happening. How do you handle big orders? Can people call ahead, and especially for, you know, parties and any events happening this summer?
Yeah, absolutely. I do it so if you call the day of, I need just at least an hour notice depending on what you're ordering, but at any point in time, 7 days a week, you can call and place an order for a specific day, specific food, and I'll make sure that it gets done and gets there for you.
Okay. What do you see for the future of your business?
I hope that this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
There's so much more that I want to do in the community in Buffalo, and so starting out small, but I have big plans for the Village Pizzeria and the next brand that I'm going to be a part of.
Yeah, the best is yet to come.
Yes.
Alrighty. What if people are coming in for the first time? Where do you guide them of what they should try first on the menu?
Stick to what you know, what you like, and then after you have, you know, the first one, then try and expand your horizons. There's so many different options that you can do, and I leave it open to whatever somebody wants, I'll make it for you.
Okay, alrighty, Erin, thank you so much for coming in and sharing more about your business. And you've got something special for our viewers. You can buy a $50 gift certificate for our sponsors at the Village Pizzeria for just $25, but you have to act fast as quantities are limited. Head over to beourguestbuffalo.com to claim yours today. Thanks again for coming in.
Thanks, Chelsea.